Every little thing she'll do is tragic, 'cause every time I go, I come undone. I don't wanna let this go, no, I don't wanna let you go. She's complicating all the things.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining me for this episode of Epic Surf News on December 3rd, 2019. Today I'm going to cover news from the tail end of November and some of the news popping off at the beginning of this December. I'm going to go a little bit out of chronological order and hit you with the big news first. As you know, surfing will be part of the 2020 Olympics for the first time. So I clicked over to usasurfing.org to get the latest news on the surf team that will be representing the United States. And what do you know, the two women's slots are filled by Carissa Moore and Caroline Marks, making the event all the more historic. And in similar news, Carissa Moore just won the 2019 World Tour of Surfing Championship title. So congrats to Carissa Moore on that win, and congrats to Hawaii for Carissa Moore making it into the Olympics as well. So there's a bunch of names that you already know that will be represented for various countries in the Olympics for surfing. What I'd like to point out is one particular standout, for me anyways, is Caroline Marks. So Caroline Marks is one of the youngest surfers out there, so we'll see if she can deliver some upsets in that type of venue. The next thing I want to tell you about are a series of videos that we've been putting out, short highlight type edits from the Supergirl Pro. We're continuing to sprinkle those out, getting a handful of those out every week or every couple weeks in the mix of all the other content that we're putting out. So dig around the YouTube channel, find some of those. If you look at our Pro Surf Blog Facebook page, we also sprinkled some pictures of myself, Philip, surfing in Southern California, a couple shots there. So give a shout out over there if you're one of our Facebook followers. So one of the big pieces of news to hit surfing, snowboarding, boarding in general would be the passing of Jake Burton, who's the founder of Burton Snowboards. So I just want to throw condolences out to the friends and family. The other sad news coming from surfing was of Leonardo Neves, who was a WCT surfer and competitor. And probably late on the news, but we came across this picture in November that actually came out in September. This is by Nugget Studios. And speaking of surf art, how's this? Tom, as one of our fans said on Facebook. I'm going to wrap up the surf art category with this one by Ruben. So this is a custom trophy that was made for the Vans Triple Crown surfing contests. Now I'm going to come at you with some surf comedy. Surfy shared this video right here a couple weeks ago, just showing you a snippet. Check it out. You're going to have to ask them where it came from. It looks like a Karate Kid episode of some sort, so check that out.
My brother.
Going to back that up with a post from Rinse Surfing Magazine. Check them out on Instagram if you haven't heard of them. If you have, man, you just got to stay tuned. They're always cracking you up. We're going to cap the comedy section with this Chaos and Discipline video by Chris Monroe.
Look at that glow! Oh! Done.
Did we get a little snaking on that one?
What?
Was that a Skeletor?
And I've got something to tell you. I must admit, I've been dabbling in a little bit bigger boards a little more full, a little longer. And when I say more full, a little longer, I'm talking about a perspective of somebody coming from traditional short boards. And so in this pic right here, Joel Tudor, I can see myself trying to board like that right there. So please forgive me in the lineup. I will try to let some waves slide through for all you shortboarders. We had two updates from the grom category that we thought stood out this last few weeks. And so the first one right here is by Mark Akalupo. Check out his grom just freaking out on the webcast. The second update comes from World Surf League and is Jackson Dorian, who plays the caddy shack right here for Kelly Slater in this Triple Crown event. So I know I said I was going to start with the big news, but since you waited so long through this Epic Surf News edition, I saved the best for last. I want to give everybody a heads up that I got this new wetsuit right here from Quicksilver. My boy Sean hooked it up. I've never had a long sleeve spring suit, so I closed the deal on this one. It's winter right now, so I'm still rocking my 4-3 full suit. So I'm going to put this crispy new wetsuit on ice until springtime, and everything thaws out. I'm going to break this bad boy out. Definitely pushing the limits with the color. I want to call it red, but it's probably actually called something like wine. So if you see me out in the lineup, give me props or give me some shit. You let me know what you think about this color. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Epic Surf News.
Fake from what is real, consuming everything, my life is known. I'm trying hard to breathe and my will is frozen. I'm slowly dying fast, I feel fantastic.